the book is only a hint of the amount of conversations that he brought up the first 3 verses. And I think the reason, well, we don't need to get into that. Let's start reading. That's always good. The apocalypsis, the revelation of Jesus Christ. What does that say to you right off the bat? King. What kind of king? A Jewish king. It's making a very kingly Jewish statement in the very first line. Kind of like the book of Matthew begins. The revelation of Jesus, the Christ, the King, which God gave him to show his servants what must soon take place. Now, the question a lot of people have is because of the different preposition that connects revelation of Jesus Christ is this a revelation of him, in other words, about him, or is it a revelation from him? Answer, yes. Yes, that is correct. It is of and from. The revelation, because it's about Jesus, but it is coming from Jesus, right? I can argue the preposition either way. Therefore, let's make it both and. The revelation of and from Jesus Christ, which God gave him to show his servants what must soon take place. He made it known. What does the word made it known actually signified? Made it known through the use of symbols by sending his angel to his servant John, who testifies to everything he saw, that is, the word of God and the testimony of Jesus Christ. Here's my question. What is he doing for us right off the bat? What is this? Exactly, of how. This is almost giving us a genealogy of this letter. Not of John, but of the letter. It comes from, it's a revelation of or from Jesus that came from where? God, right? That's what he says right off. But who? Okay, so God says, you start off with God, and it's about Jesus, which also could come from Jesus, so they're kind of par here. And then it goes to where? About Jesus, gave it to the angels, to give to John, to give to the servants of God. Particularly, he's going to define it more, he's going to recapitulate, and more in detail, he's going to tell us it's going to the servants in Asia Minor, which can be by application extended to us. That is, what is it that he's giving? The word of God and the testimony of Jesus Christ. We are going to be tracing the word testimony here in a bit. Very important word in the book of Revelation. Testimony, which is what in Greek? Come on, scholars, help me. Martyria, which also you have the noun of martyrus, which martyr comes from. Yeah? Verse 3, blessed is the one who reads the words of this prophecy. What does the word prophecy mean? What is it? Who God is, what God desires, and what he demands from us. Is it equal prediction? Sometimes, but not the majority. Correct? Because, in a moment right now, and blessed are those who hear it and take to heart what is written in it. What is that word should be translated instead of take to heart? Obey. How do you obey a prediction? Take to heart what is written in it, because the time is near. Okay, notice verse 3, several things about verse 3. Number 1, what is it telling me about verse 3, about the audience itself, or about the way in which this letter is delivered? Communally, what else? Read out loud. I almost imagine them sitting in their church services and they're going through the different imagery and they say, just close your eyes. And then I was transferred up to heaven and I saw this throne and it was jasper and carnelian and there was an emerald rainbow that was around it. There was 4 living creatures and inside their mind they're listening to it and it's like a movie playing over in their head. It's a storytelling moment because that's their culture. They don't just sit here and read it and pick apart word by word. They experience it in the same way that people experience art or that people experience a film. It's emotionally engaging, cognitively engaging, and ultimately that will be the most effective way to compel them to do something. Blessed are those, not only the one who reads it, but the ones who hear it, but ultimately the ones who obey it. This is the number 2, the thing about verse 3. This is the second out of 7 Beatitudes in the book of Revelation. What are Beatitudes?